and you wanna write it down. Would it kill you just to listen?
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to My 2 Cents 2.0, the channel that keeps you smelling great without breaking the bank. So, Hawas, man, a fragrance that has gotten a whole lot of hype over the years. I used to own Rasasi Hawas. I don't anymore. I sold it. It was too much for me. Too young, let's say. I'm an old man. I'm old. I don't really wear those bubblegummy fragrances that much anymore. I know Hawas Ice, which I don't own. I did not pick up, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that and why in a little bit. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that Invictus Aqua DNA. I like aquatics, but I don't like all that bubblegummy sweetness that comes along with it. Now, Rasasi has been pumping out flankers of the Hawas line for the last few years. Last year, we saw a bunch of them, and I think quite a few in 2024. Now, I picked up four popular and very hyped fragrances. Fragrance influencers across the board are like, hey, this is fantastic. Oh, this is a one-to-one. This is blah, 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 blah. You know, okay, sure. I mean, they're just blowing smoke right up Rasasi's ass. Or are they? Well, let's find out. So these are the four that I picked up. Let's see if they're actually worth some hype. I've already taken off all the cellophane. I have not sprayed these bottles. These are all brand new bottles. I'm not really going to go to a box presentation or show you all that because people have been talking about these for quite a while now. I'm sure you've seen reviews and videos, and I'm just wanting to put my 2 cents on it and let you know whether or not they're actually worth it. Though a lot of you probably have already owned these fragrances. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are they overhyped? Are they worth it? Especially for the value, the price. I'm going to start with Hawas Tropical. I'm sure you've already seen this, but here's the bottle. Whoopity-doo. All right, bottle. Now, I'm going to say this. All of these fragrances have gotten a lot more expensive. Hawas, still pretty cheap. I think you get in that $25 range. A lot of these are getting overhyped and becoming more expensive. But let's see what Tropical is all about. I think I get this for about $35, maybe 30 bucks. I don't know. I think I got on sale. I got all these from Joma's shop. Okay. Not a huge fan of the opening. It's almost got like a plasticky smell to it. And I think it has to do with that fruity, I think there's fig in here or plum. I think it's fig. Yeah, it's like a green tropical fragrance. Obviously, it's called tropical. Coconut. So that fig and coconut combination right off the bat kind of gives it this plasticky sensation. That's pretty much gone away. It's only harsh for a little bit. It's good. It's green. It's coconut. Not super sweet. Now, the one thing that I do remember about the other fragrance that this is kind of reminding everybody of, or it reminds everybody of, or some people say is a one-to-one, not ever going to happen. Just letting you know, again, it's not, this one's not as sweet. This is definitely a standalone fragrance. That's how I'm going to look at this. This is a standalone. But if you do like those fragrances like Le Beau Paradise Garden, this is a good alternative. It's cheaper. It's a little creamy coconut. Doesn't have as much of that sunscreen or suntan lotion vibe. More like being out at a tiki bar and sipping a pina colada. But I like the kind of watery, not aquatic, but like the watery green aspects. It's pretty good. Not like something I would wear all the time. It's definitely a spring and summer scent, something you take on vacation, you wear to the beach. I'm sure longevity is going to be great just because that's what Hawas does. That's what a lot of Rasasi does. You know, Hawas, the original, yeah, I got good longevity out of it. Now, the reason I didn't get Hawas Ice, I found it for like $26 and was going to buy it. And then I had to think about it. Do I really want this? Like, is it really going to be something that I want to have in my arsenal? Because I'm not a huge fan of that DNA. The next day, it went to $91. Totally not worth it. And that was on Maple Prime. Okay? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't care. The next one we're going to do is going to be Elixir. I'm just doing these in a random order. This bottle is a nightmare to film. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. This thing, bam, blinded. Blinded by the light. Holy crap. Anyways, fingerprint magnet. Let's see what this is all about. Which I know what this is supposed to resemble. But let's see. Decent atomizers on the Hawas line. Not like super awesome, but they're decent. Ooh, there's something in the opening I'm not a huge fan of. There is, again, there's that plasticky kind of smell. Ooh, I don't know. This could all be different on skin. I'm not going to spray it on skin because I'm actually wearing today as my scent of the day, 9 p.m., night out. So far, it's a great fragrance. Okay, that plasticky smell is kind of gone, but this definitely is a gourmand. Chocolate, some sweetness, probably coming from like caramel. Ooh, vanilla. I'm not a huge fan of this, I'm going to be honest. There's almost like a minty quality to it. And that might be what the off-putting part about this is. Like, it's almost like a Andes mint. It's settling down a little bit. I mean, it hasn't been very long, but everything's kind of melding together. The opening, though, is not my cup of tea. I mean, this is okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rock this one on skin. I will do full reviews of all 4 of these at a later date. I've got to test them all, you know, give them 7-10 days of actual wearing. And yeah, I don't know about that one. It's also kind of makeup-y. I don't know if there's iris in this. There might be, but Elixir for right now is, it's not my favorite. Next one we're gonna do is fire. God, this is gas. This is fire. I don't know. I don't know what all this youngins terminology means these days, but I know fire. Yeah, that's fire. It's awesome. Anywho, let's see. Fire. Now I have seen reviews on all these, but again, I'm kind of leaving all those reviews and behind me. I'm gonna kind of pretend like I've never heard what these fragrances smell like. All right. Okay. All right. This one's different. All right. This one I can get behind. Man, that's good. Nice citrus, nice spiciness. There might be a little bit of akagala wood or like a synthetic oud. It doesn't have a funk, but it's got almost this like kind of, I don't know how to really describe, I guess a funky woodiness. This one is more mature. I like where this one's headed. Has a bit of, I know this is going to sound weird, but my grandmother used to rock the hairspray. I think it was VO5. And I don't know why, but I really enjoyed the smell of that. And that's what this kind of smells like a little bit in a good way. There's a nice sweetness, but it isn't an overbearing bubble gummy sweetness. It's more of a subdued, normal sweetness, a mature sweetness. Very woody, clean, spicy. I like fire. Maybe a little incense in there as well. Probably giving it some kind of effervescent quality. It's a little fizzy. That I like. So far, Hawas fire. As Cal Cologne would say, that's gas. But if you pour gas on fire, then you blow yourself up. Anyways, it's good. This is actually really good. Last on my list, black. All right. So, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I actually enjoy pineapple fragrances. I have never owned a Ventus, never will. I did own a Ventus cologne, which I did do a review of a long time ago at the Chattanooga Choo Choo on my other channel, which I still haven't heard back from YouTube and still don't know if I'm getting that channel back. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and hard work for that channel, but anyways, I digress. I'll never own Aventus. I did used to own Hachivat. I had Cedrat Boise. I had fragrances that kind of leaned in that same vein, and I love the Club de Nuit line. All of them. I love the Club de Nuit Precious. I love Supremacy, not only Intense, Supremacy Collector's Edition. I love that DNA. As I've gotten older, it's a DNA that really works for me. I like the pineapple. I like oak moss. I like the birch. I like the leather. I like the aromatic qualities. But I'll never own a Ventus. And I know that this has pineapple and oak moss. And a really terrible opening, especially on paper. Wow. Whew, that oak moss is way sharp. As soon as you spray it on, it is not good. Opening is terrible. It's dying down, but it is. Whew, if you don't like oak moss, yeah, I don't know how you like this fragrance. The pineapple is very subdued. Again, this is all on paper. On skin, could be different, but whew. Very oak moss green. It kind of smells like twigs and damp, musty. Not musky, but musty. Like almost like moldy. Don't in an okay way. Not in a great way, but in an okay way. Ooh. I smell the pineapple. It is really, it's like you took a pineapple, slice it up, set it in a whole big pile of oak moss, and then put your nose in it. You're going to get oak moss first, pineapple maybe third. You're not really, it's not a predominant note. It's starting to sweeten up a little bit. I can tell there's vanilla starting to come through. Maybe some lemon, an apple. But that oak moss is still kicking ass. Holy crap. Luckily, I like oak moss, but it needs to be blended well. And the beginning of this fragrance is not blended well. Hopefully, it's better on skin. That's all I got to say. That is oak moss heavy. That thing pushed its Chevy to the levee, and the levee was dry. Like, that's a very damp, dry, woody, oh man, oak moss, predominant fragrance. Hawas Black, again, it's okay. Terrible, terrible opening. Do not like the opening. No, don't like the opening on Tropical. Not a huge fan of the opening at all on Elixir. Hawas Fire, on the other hand, I like the opening. Let's see how it smells now. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. Still good. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Which one? Tropical. Now it's becoming a lot more like sunscreen. Creamy. Hawas Elixir. Yeah. And you already know my thoughts on Black. All right, guys. Let me know down in the comments which of these four is your favorite. Which of the rest of them, like Malibu, Verde, Cobra. If you really want me to get ice, I'll get ice, but I'm not paying 91 flipping dollars for it. Let me know which ones you think I should, at least do my first impressions or do a full review on. As for Hawas Original, I will not pick that DNA up again. It's not worth it to me. I'm not a huge fan of that DNA. If you are, more power to you. Rock it. Enjoy it. Wear whatever makes you feel confident, whatever makes you a lasting scent memory. That's all that matters. But that is it for me today. That's all I got. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, keep smelling great and stay frugal. And I'll see you on the next one.
And you wanna write it down? Would it kill you just to listen?